Welcome to your doom. Shut it and get over here. Massive uppercuts!
Hello and welcome to another edition of the JabJab Show. Okay, I'm walking again on the way to Healthy Minds. Not been there for a while, various reasons. Basically, yeah, I should have gone last, but this is Wednesday. I can't remember the date, but it's Wednesday. I thought I'm putting captions down there or something, I don't know. Should have been last Wednesday, but she was ill, so I'm coming this Wednesday. I'm gonna go work after this. It's a 9 AM appointment. So the wind is affecting the microphone on the camera, I don't know. But yeah, so a lot of things, few notable things have happened since my last meeting with her. Got a new job, went on holiday, a few other things as well. So, you know, I'm going to talk about all that. And right now, you know, I'm kind of okay, keeping things in check, if you understand. There's been a few occasions since the last time of, you know, without my knowledge and trait and learning and all that, it would have been a lot worse than what I am. It's all about, you know, coping in certain situations and what have you. So I've been doing that. I'm a bit dark on camera, I think. Just a little update. I'm having trouble with my audio files when I'm using a clip mic. Like I've shot a couple of videos using the clip mic, and for some reason now the audio file that is generated isn't being recognised properly through either my video editing software or my audio editing software, which is I don't know what to understand, because I've not changed any settings or anything. It's just not having it, which could be an issue on gameplay videos and things. Not so much the one I want to upload next. I would like it to work. There should be a reason. So it's more about tinkering around with the file, change it into a different format, things like that, you know, technical stuff. Time is of the essence, so I've got other things one of my videos on. And if I can't get it to work in any way, I've got ideas. It's how to do it. It's just about, you know, sitting down and trying different things to make it work. A bit of dust on there. If I can't get it to work, then I don't know, I'll have to rethink how I do things, certain things. But as I say, time's of the essence. I've got videos to make, I've got things to do. I'm changing strategy a little bit on my channel. Still gonna do this, but this is session 7 out of 8. I'm not sure when the 8th one will be and what will happen afterwards. And then will I get, I don't know, we'll see. So that's how I feel. So I'm going to do an after the thing interview. I've got a list of things I want to talk about in my thing, because that's my psychotherapy sessions. Because as I say, a few things have happened since, so we'll see how it goes. See you later. Hello, it's me again. I've just been to Healthy Minds, the 7th session of 8. I'm just on the way to it now on the bus, as you can probably see all the things, all the shops gone by and what have you. I'm in Hazel Grove now, or a bit more. So it was alright. The session was okay. I talked about everything I wanted to talk about, and I get some more advice on how I'm feeling and so forth. You know, because there's been a few occasions, and because it's been a while since my previous meeting session to this one, so there's a few things as well. And I mentioned if it wasn't for the help and research I've done, I would have been a lot worse than I have been. You know, having to respond to certain circumstances, because I've been a bit trying, you know, a bit awkward, shall we say. Mentioned as well at the end of this session what happens after the next session, which is next Thursday. All going well. You know, it's the morning one. It's easy for me in the morning to get them done, then go off to work and what have you. So yeah, just been talked through everything. Good session and whatever. She says I'm a real advocate for mental health. The way I'm speaking up about it, and the way I'm obviously putting things on YouTube, the way I'm not hiding behind anything. other people might have a different approach. That's completely up to them. If they don't feel comfortable, they don't feel it's right or necessary or whatever to, you know, express themselves about it in any way. I just feel she mentioned as well, there's different styles of psychotherapy and therapy and CBT and all the rest of it, you know, and each therapist, if you will, within Healthy Minds, as well as just the general kind of way of doing things when you go for these sessions, are quite different, because I may or may not have mentioned in previous videos, I didn't know how these things go. You know, I mentioned to her, like, I saw you know, you see on TV shows and films when you're lying down on a couch or a thing at doctors, and you know, you're asked to talk about your childhood, you're asked to talk about when this happened, when that happened, and they then deduce from what you say, this is why this is why that is. But for me that wasn't the case, but I might see someone who does takes that approach, whether that's will be more effective for me, I don't know. I feel I'm learning a lot through doing what I'm doing the research online and things, and talking about it with people who obviously want to talk about it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't open conversations and explain this is well, hello, my name's James and I've got mental health, you know, issues. I don't open conversations like that, because it's kind of, I know it'll put someone out of the back foot saying, oh, why is he saying this? Why does he want pity? Does he want sympathy? And I don't want either of them things, but, you know, at the same time, I don't hide from it. I don't feel it helps me to, you know, hide from it. If I feel it necessary in a circumstance to mention things, certainly with work and whatever, because they need to know I've got evidence of going to these things and whatever, so I need to, you know, obviously tell them about it, and I'm comfortable talking about it as well, because it's a long-standing thing with me. As I mentioned in videos before, it wasn't from things I've learned about myself and all the rest of it, and how things happen and what have you. I believe I've had some form of anxiety for most of my life, you know. Didn't really know what it was. I just thought it was just one of the things. I don't know, for certain people in my life, you know, I thought it's just them, and it is just them, but it's also about identifying things, knowing things, and, you know, having to, you know, how to respond and all the rest of it, you know, so I feel in the roundabout way, yeah, just going over again, it's helped me cut out, you know. I'll say the next session is next Thursday. Just want to get through this. There's other form of therapy I may go through. I've been told, you know, after the next session what to do, what is advised for me to do and so forth. We'll see, you know. But I've learned a lot from this. Who knows, some other therapists with a different approach, I might learn more from, learn more that way, or I'll not learn as much, you know. She said it's each to the individual, kind of how you feel it's effective. You can always speak up if that's not working for you, that approach, and they'll maybe get someone else in, or the therapist themselves might be able to adapt, or, you know, whatever. But so obviously my perceptions of therapy and, you know, all the rest of it, you know, is what you see on the TV and films, but that's only one style, if you will, of, I guess, many, or a few, whatever. So who knows, you know. So as I say, this session's been good for me. It's helping me through, and I'm just, you know, it is what it is. But, you know, it made me feel good, and I kind of like always felt myself going, like, you know, when she said I'm a real advocate for mental health, especially someone like a man, basically, meeting these things and talking about these things and what have you. There's a lot of work to be done, not just for me, but for, like, mental health in general. If it's like people might feel ashamed or inappropriate or whatever to talk about it, again, it's up to the individual how they want to, who's suffering from a form of mental illness, how they want to approach it, how they want to express this. You know, it's not for me or anyone to tell them how to kind of deal with it. You know, I know a few people who might approach it differently. That's up to them, obviously. But it is warming to know that, you know, since starting the therapy back in March, psychotherapy back in March-ish, to now till obviously next week, you know, the changes and things, the decisions I've made, the kind of thinking, the thought processes, the learning, everything, you know, obviously it's a big thing. I want to get down to the bottom of it. Maybe I may never get down to the bottom of it. I know there's certain things. I'm a big believer in nature nurture kind of thing. There's like the upbringing and the environment, how it forms a person, how it informs them, how it can affect someone, not just me but anyone. So there's a lot of stuff out there, a lot of stuff to learn, not just for myself. It's an ongoing. I've always mentioned this on my channel as and when. Like I'm always a work in progress. It's how I feel. You know, you don't think philosophical about this. So you know. So I just want to get that off my chest. I'll say next Thursday is the next session. Exam last. She's told me the plan. I might go into a bit more detail in the next video of what possible plans there might be after next week, after next session, next Thursday. But we'll see. So yeah, thanks for watching anyway. And if this has been any use to anyone, all well and good. There are people and organisations and resources out there if you're affected in any way. I wholeheartedly recommend doing so if you feel, you know, you got anxiety or some other form of mental health like issues. There are things out there. It is a long wait sometimes. It obviously depends on the circumstances, but you know, just reach out with someone, do something. Just if you feel you can't talk to anyone that you know personally for whatever reasons, there are people out there who will point you in the right direction. Speak to your doctor and see what happens. There are people out there, resources, so do that. So thanks for watching. I'll see you again, and all going well. I should get some other videos online uploaded when I've sorted out the sound. I'll see you later. Bye now.